Autonomous tractors are here, and as someone who has a deep passion for toy tractors, here's what I think the future of agriculture is going to look like. A few years back at the Farm Progress Show, Case IH had their autonomous tractor on display. And as you might have noticed, it doesn't have a cab. I stood around and listened to what farmers had to say, and they had concerns. How do I move this tractor from field to field? And what happens if something goes wrong? And I think in the back of their head, when they don't see a cab, they may not see a reason for themselves. Nobody wants to feel useless, and I don't think Case IH ever put this into production. Then we have the John Deere AET, or Autonomous Electronic Tractor. While I think this is a really cool concept and I love the look of it, I don't think it answered any of the questions that people had about the Case IH. I think John Deere was on the right track with this, and it got them away from that traditional tractor format. This is a much smaller platform, which means that it's more maneuverable, but it still leaves a lot of those questions unanswered. Which is why I think they took a step back from where they were going on this, reevaluate who their customer is currently, and how they can best transition to this. This graphic is actually kind of funny, because only the autonomous tractor actually has a driver. Kind of a poor execution in my opinion. Sorry to any marketing people at John Deere, it was just blatantly obvious to me. Okay, so what do I think is good about this tractor? There's no question about how to get this tractor to a field. You can hop right up in the cab and drive it. Once you have it set up, you can get out and let it run. I personally still think this is too abrupt for the consumers that they're trying to reach. Farmers don't really trust technology, and rightfully so in some cases. Now, I actually watched this unveiling live at CES, and while I think they had a lot of really great imagery and videos, overall it was pretty boring, and I'm not sure that it's going to inspire a ton of farmers to jump out and buy these tractors. There were a ton of comments all over social media, and I didn't see very many people that were really accepting of it. Now, that said, I don't see a lot of those people turning around and buying a $500,000 tractor anyways, so maybe it doesn't matter. But I think that you could do a series of ads showing the farmer in the tractor, selling this as an auto steer 2.0, something that turns around at the end rows, and then at the end of the day when the guy is done, he steps out of the tractor, hops in his truck, drives home to his family, but you see the tractor going in the background without him. You could then release a series of videos. The farmer's doing things with his family, even out hunting, heck, he could be fishing. In each one of those scenes, he pulls out his phone, takes a look at his progress, puts it back away, and continues on with his life. This piece of equipment isn't meant to replace the farmer, it's meant to make his life better. While I think that they showcase that a little bit in these videos, I think you could really expand on it. Okay, so now where do I think the future of agriculture is going to go? Well, I think owner-operated farms are going to be a thing of the past. Naturally, when you look at where agriculture has gone, land values have gone up, and there's fewer and fewer farmers. If you wanted to try to farm today, it's almost impossible. Even if farmers stay in control of their land, it's not feasible for them to farm 10 to 20,000 acres on their own. Autonomy has to come into play. Unfortunately, as those farmers pass on and their kids don't take over the operation, land will be sold, corporate investors will buy it, and we'll see a drastic change in how agriculture is done. Decisions will be made based off of data, not based on what we've done for hundreds of years. And in order to become more precise, the equipment has to get smaller. Less compaction, more control. But as most of you will probably note down below, I don't think that the Fendt Sabre is there just yet. I have some really great ideas about how you could improve a design like this, or even the designs that are existing for autonomy already. If anyone at John Deere, AGCO, or Case IH wants to reach out to me, be sure to do so, and I'd be happy to help. Let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to follow for more content like this.